car battery's bad, these little circles here are called cells. This is a battery you service yourself. Okay, maintenance-free batteries don't have those. Now, the way you can tell if they're bad, okay, if you can get the caps off, they're called plates. You look inside each one. If the plates are turning white, the battery's going bad. Sometimes the sides will pop out. Okay, I haven't seen one in a long time. I haven't used one in like 35 years. But they got this thing, it looks like a turkey baster, but it's called a hydrometer. There's little balls in them, okay? And each ball is like 25%. Alright, just ask the guy down there at the auto parts if he knows how to use it. It's been a long time for me. I think the battery, if they float up, the ones that float up means the battery's got that much charge in it, 25%, 50%, 75%. You check each one. Okay. See this battery? It has 6 cells. That's one way you can tell it's a 12 volt battery. 6 volt battery only has 3 cells. Now there's another thing that can be a problem. You drive around all day, no problem. The car starts up fine. You go out for a night, you come home, get back in your car, your battery's dead. Well, that could be a chance your alternator is weak. It's not putting out the amps. So, I mean, it may say 14 volts, but it's still not putting out the amps. So they got to do a load test. You can take your alternator off, take it to AutoZone, they can test it for you. Okay? Or, if you got a check engine light on, plug in your scanner. If it has more than one code stored in there, like 5 or 6, then that's telling you your alternator's bad. Alright, and so anyways, or like I said, AutoZone can test your battery. They can do a load test on it, see if it's bad. But if you're at home and you don't got the money, and you're not sure if your alternator or your battery, if you got the cells where the little covers come off, take a look at it, see if they're white. If you got a hydrometer, take a sample of the fluid in there, look at the balls, read the label. It probably has directions on it to tell you how to use it. Or another sign is cold weather. Cold weather will suck your battery dead overnight. So it's all fine during the daytime, but you get out next day, your battery's dead, and it was cold that night, I'm sure your battery's bad. Okay, because weaker the battery, it just sucks the cold weather just sucks it down to nothing. Alright, anyhow, I hope this helps you out. And don't go in an auto shop where you got to pay them a diagnostic fee. Okay, to see what's wrong. My sister had them lied to her. Oh, it's putting out 14 volts, but we don't know why the battery charging light's coming on. What I did, I checked it out for her herself. Did my own little way of load testing. And found out the amps wasn't putting out the amps because the volts dropped down from 14 to 10. Okay, and some cars your alternator will sit underneath the valve cover, and then you got a valve cover gasket leaking. It drips down inside that alternator. Chances are it could destroy your alternator. Alright, how to tell your battery is bad.